Hey, I'm Kara, and I won $2,430 for losing 51 pounds on HealthyWage. I had been seeing it pop up on Facebook, I believe it was. I'm not really sure. I was somewhere and something was popping up about HealthyWage, and I seen it. And to be honest, I didn't know if it was like a scam or not. So I did a little research, never found one negative, bad article about it. And so I went on the website and just signed up and went from there. I'd been trying to lose weight, but I signed up at the gym and I was like, well, if I go to the gym, get a gym membership, then it'll make me go to the gym. Well, that didn't work. And my friend signed up with me, and we just kind of fell off track. We went for like maybe a week, and we were just like, nah, there was no motivation there, And so anyway, I seen this and it was like, get paid to lose weight. And I was like, well, that has to be like the ultimate motivation, lose your money or win someone else's money. So the money was definitely the biggest ultimate motivation for me to do it. Well, it's kind of a little bit of both. I wanted to lose the 50 pounds, but I also, when I went in there and I was playing with the calculator, I was trying to see how much money I had to bet to win the most amount of money. And I think it ended up being like $155 for 6 months was my top paying prize. And when I found that, I was like, okay, well then that's what I got to do. It was definitely changing everything, my diet, everything I did. When I first started, well, I'm an owner in a restaurant, so I'm around food all day, constantly. And that was one of the hardest things to all day long, because you're at the restaurant, if you're slow, you have a little snack here, you have a little snack there, and that adds up over time, obviously. And that was probably one of the hardest things ever, was constantly having to say no and to keep into a plan where I just constantly was, I guess the word would be obsessed about every single thing I ate. I made sure it was, kind of like, if it didn't grow in the ground or come straight from a tree, I didn't eat it. No processed food, no frozen food. Not eating after 7 o'clock was definitely a big factor for me, because I wouldn't leave the restaurant until I don't leave the restaurant until about 9 or 10 at night. And it's so easy just to grab something and come home and sit down on the couch and eat it and go to bed. And that's really where I think I gained a lot of my weight. So that was a really big, I guess, benefit for me when I stopped doing that. I stopped eating after 7 o'clock. And when I'd get off at night, I'd go to the gym at least 4 or 5 nights a week. I was at the gym from 10 to 11:30 at night. And I would say those two things, being just eating fresh food and eating healthy food and not eating after 7 and going to the gym 4 or 5 nights a week, that was my plan. That's what I did, and that's what I stuck to. Honestly, that's the only thing I can break it down to, was just my mindset. Well, and also thinking about, you have $1,000 up on the line, and in return, you're going to win another $1,500 on top of that. Like, how bad do you want it? Is it worth staying here? And, because sometimes at night or after, a long day, some of the employees would sit down and drink a beer and stuff. And it was just so hard just to be like, sorry guys, no, I got to go to the gym. And I think just that mindset in the back of your head, like, is this beer worth losing your $1,000? And I just think every single temptation I had, that's just what played in my head. Chat room, I really like the chat room on there, because that was a really uplifting thing for me. Even though I never submitted anything on the chat room, I would go on there and just read people's comments, because it was neat to see, like when you're having a bad day and you can go on there, like other people are having bad days too. They'll be like, I just went on a weekend vacation and I fell off my track and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. And people would just, random people that you don't even know would pop up with words of encouragement. And I thought that was awesome. I thought that was amazing. Complete strangers, giving encouragement to other people. I really like that. And I mean, that helped me too. Even though I'm from the restaurant from 11 to 10 pretty much all the time, I still would be home, around midnight and be in the bed before 1. And I wouldn't have to be at work till 11, which means, getting up at before 10 shouldn't be no problem. But gosh, before I lost all that weight, it was such a struggle for me. Like I would wake up and I would just feel so exhausted. And I don't know, I just had no energy to get out of the bed, even though I had, gosh, 10 hours of sleep. And from doing that and then starting to lose, when I got around, I'd say 170, I could just feel like I'd be awake like at 8:30, ready to go. And I just loved it. You just feel so much better about yourself. You have so much more energy. You just have a more positive attitude. You start to gain confidence, and it's nothing but positive. Well, for me, it was nothing but positives that I gained from, shedding all that weight. I am extremely happy I did the Healthy Wage Challenge, and I have been recommending it to everybody. Everybody that's asked me, how'd you do it? What'd you do? I've told them about Healthy Wage, and have said that, if you need a motivator, it's money. And if you need a bigger motivator than that, I don't know what it is, but money is definitely a big one. And Healthy Wage they're legit. It's a legit thing to do, and it works.